DLegend here. Just gonna be running the Gauntlet Quests for you guys from June 5th to June 11th. That just got released last night. In these quests, we're just gonna get some jewels, a chip, a dale, a mirror, and a speed gem. Unfortunately, this is the only thing that has been released, the only event that's been released for this week, for starting on Monday at least. And that makes me sad because this game is slowly getting more and more boring. These quests were pretty easy for me. Might not be super easy for a lot of you, just because you might be a newer player, or you might just not have had the right medals for you guys in polls and in other things. But yeah, they're pretty straightforward for the most part. The first 3 rounds and the beginners challenges and the intermediate challenges are all AoE targets, and then we move on to the legendary challenges, the Morningstar, Cannon Gun, Wayward Wardrobe, and the Copter Fleets. These guys are all single target, starting in the legendary challenge round 1. So, I don't think a lot of you guys will have too much trouble with these guys, just because they're AoE rounds with some pretty low-level enemies for the most part. But some of you guys might have some trouble with the copter fleets, and since they're all pretty standard, I'm going to be running just the blue copter fleet for you guys with my setup. Let me find it real quick. So, I've got my standard setup for basically everything. Ariel and Flounder, no trait with DB3. Mickey and Minnie Mouse, no skill, no trait. KH2 Kyrie, it's got second chance too, but I'm not going to need that for this. And Jack and Sally with AB2, and Poison Resist as its trait. And then Zigbar B with AB3 max and SP2 gauge, maxed out. And yeah, so as a friend medal, I could be bringing quite a few things, but to make it kind of more fair for you guys, I'm just going to be looking to bring something that everybody has access to. So this World of Final Fantasy Sephiroth is not boosted, and it has no traits. It's got AB3 max on it though, and it's maxed Gilted, which is nice. But I could also be bringing in something like KDG. This one has plus 1000 strength and damage in raids. And so it's a good option for something like this, because it's max damage against all attributes, it's effective against all attributes. Something else that you guys could bring though would be another Zigbar B if your friends have one, if your party members have one, or else Illustrated Halloween Town Sora would be a good option, even though it's an AoE medal. It would still do a decent amount of damage. And if you guys are level 300, you guys have some good friend medals floating around, like this Illustrated Zion from Wolfiku, that I've been using for a bunch of quests in the past, especially when I was newer to the game. But yeah, so there's a lot of options for what you guys could possibly bring. Any WAF medal would work, really. This one's a boosted Squall, no trait though. But yeah, let's just roll with that. Okay, so it's just a single blue gummy copter fleet with 7 health bars. It's level 320. Gonna use my Ariel and Flounder and my Mickey and Minnie just to buff and debuff. Again, for higher level enemies like this, it's important to use general defense down, just because the percentage of their defense is scaled to their level. So the higher their level, the higher their general defense will be, actually. That was pretty straightforward for me. So as long as you guys have Zigbar or another heavy hitter like Zaldin even, that would be a pretty easy quest for you guys to do, and the past ones might not be too hard either. So this one and this one won't be too hard either for you guys, as long as you've got a heavy hitter in the back for for you guys. Make sure you use enough buffs and debuffs though. Alright, for this one it's a bit more challenging. It's called Show Them Who's Boss. So it's 4 Giga Shadows that are level 340, I think. One of them has more health, the target enemy. And this is the setup that I'm going to be going in with. So I've got my Aerial and Flounder. Yet again, I got an HD Axle here just to lower all their defense by 1 tier for 1 turn. And it's not going to do much damage itself, if any at all, just because it's on an off slot on the Keyblade. But it's there for its special ability. Got my Kyrie, same thing as before. Got my Jackson Sally. And then I have a Marluxia B. I don't know if all of you guys have this because some of you might be newer players, but it was the original, the very first Organization 13 medal that was released for the 13th events. And so it's a good AoE medal. It was beautiful for a long time, and that's why I have an AB2 max on it. But yeah, so let's run this quest real quick, see how that works out. Yeah, again, I'll be bringing in the non-boosted World of Fantasy Sephiroth. I could be bringing in my pal Exodus's one with that's boosted naturally, but I'm just going to be bringing in this one right here. Alright. Again, it's really important just to use general defense down on these guys. So if you have a Keyart 7 that does general defense down, Mr. Smee or Owl, that works as well. Or an illustrated Zion, that all works. So no proc on my Jack and Sally there. Gonna use my Marluxia as well. Just to be safe, I'm gonna use my Nova. I don't know what level all your guys' Nova is at, but it should be, as long as it's around probably 100 or so, you can probably do this quest with my setup, or a setup that's similar. So there you have it, the last quest in the Gauntlet Challenge. Again, pretty straightforward, for the most part. But I want to try another setup for you guys, just to give you some more ideas. This is the setup, if you guys have been watching my videos, this is another setup that I've been using for Coliseum recently. Ooh, Omega Dark Side. Okay, maybe later. But yeah, this is the setup with my 3 wishes that I've been using recently, kind of recently, for Coliseum. And so, got my Aerial and Flounder, my Axel again, Illustrated Kyrie 2, and Aladdin and Genie with extra attack. I know a lot of you guys might not have that, but if you have an extra attack on Jack and Sally, or even like an Owl, let me look real quick. Actually, might not need the extra attack. Let's stick with what we got. Alright, let's throw in a Terra. Got AB2 and Lux Plus on this one, but skill isn't super relevant. As long as you can buff your either PSM attack or general attack by 2 tiers of some sort, you're probably going to be okay for this quest. But yeah, this is the setup that I would like to run, and we'll see if it works. I'm not positive yet, because I haven't tried it. But we'll have a look. And in case you guys didn't know, medals that are effective against all attributes, like the Wafts, so 3 extremely powerful hits that ignore target's attributes. Medals like this, the Wafts or KDG, any medals that ignore target's attributes, do use the buffs that are effective against the enemy type. So for the Giga Shadows, the buff that is effective against them is a magic buff. So using Illustrated Terra as a buff works, as well as and like even if I'm thinking medals like Cogsworth, I think it's called. Things like that would all buff. Even Moana, 3 tiers for 3 attacks. For magic based attack, that would work. Or something like what else do I have? That would work. Yeah, something like Cogsworth. That raises his magic-based strength for 2 tiers for 1 turn. That would work for the purposes of this quest as well. I'm just bringing in Terra because he does a bit more damage than Cogsworth, obviously. But yeah, so if you're buffing medals that deal damage against any attribute, just base it off of what buffs you have and what target the enemy is. But yeah, let's run this real quick. I'm gonna bring in the same thing. Same Waff Sephiroth with AB3 Max. And we'll see if this works. No proc on my AB2. Probably gonna use Nova yet again. But if my AB2 did proc, I think it would have been pretty easy to finish these guys off. But yeah, there you have it. There's another setup that works. Did I even show you my Maleficent? You guys probably know what my Maleficent is. It's, here, I'll just show you real quick. Here's my Maleficent. It's naturally boosted. During the event I got a couple of those. And I've got AB2 on him, he's max guilted, I got 1,000 chips on him, and then my trait for him is 1,000 strength, which makes Maleficent be a pretty good medal for a free-to-play medal. But yeah, my 3 wishes is level 26, by the way, and I didn't mention that my Divine Rose is level 32, which a lot of you guys might not have, but it would probably work similarly with a level 30 or level 28 even Divine Rose. So, there you have it. The Gauntlet Quest and some setups for you guys, but here let's just unlock all these nodes. I think there's 1,400 jewels in this. So at the end of this I should have 9,250, I think, jewels. Free jewels is always nice. Yeah, so 9,250 jewels after collecting all of those. Got a mirror, a chip in the Dale, and a speed gem, and then I get the Sid as a bonus for completing the board. So there you have it. That's the board for the Gauntlet Challenge Quests for this time around. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully it gave you guys some good free-to-play setup ideas. As always, it's DLegend with bringing you guys the best free-to-play content for Kingdom Hearts Uni and Cross. Like and subscribe, and comment on videos to let me know what you guys want to see next. Peace.